efficiencies that the facilities director felt could have been brought forward. So we're already doing that.
We were trendsetters.
We were.
So do we have any more word about discussion on the interim budget?
How's the couch? I didn't tell my wife what I did, so I'm still going. If y'all keep your mouth shut, it'll all work out.
And I think I asked you this the other day, maybe, did we ever get the cost, or did we have an estimate of the cost? I think, probably you would ask for that.
I'm sorry.
Did we ever get the answer for the cost of, what's it, Common Core or whatever? You would address that.
I have back my memory. Yes, it would be of interest, I don't know if it's safe to say, of the amount included in the budget request for this coming fiscal year, how much of that is attributable to either to implementing Common Core, whether it's staff hours to design a new curriculum or new textbooks or whatever. That would be just an interesting thing to know, because it's basically something that's been shoved down our throats. That's a bad way to put it, but it's a requirement that we would not otherwise have incurred.
And I thought we asked for that, when you asked for that. Did we ever get an estimate of that, or?
The two quickest estimates we can give you is that the board of ed is requesting $112,500 for curriculum writing services, and there's a $65,000 placeholder for textbooks,
It's 65
and 112,500. And then there are other assorted areas throughout here and there.
You wouldn't have, so a curriculum director is not there to, not always there to do curriculum? I mean, what, so, who does the curriculum now?
Over several years past, there was a curriculum council, and they had a 5-year cycle where the curriculum was revised. So this year it might be English language arts, next year would be math, and there would be a process by where they would review the current curriculum, they would look at revisions that were necessary, pilot any materials, and every subject area was pretty much on a cycle. I don't know what happened to that. It disbanded, and there's really been no attention and no revised curriculum in close to 10 years. And so in that time, the state adopted Common Core standards. We've had standards for decades in Connecticut, but the state back in July of 2010 adopted the Common Core standards along with about 45 other states. So at that point, Connecticut said, okay, here are your standards. It's now up to the districts to, as part of your curriculum revision cycle, align your curriculum with these Common Core standards. And so a year and a half ago, we really aggressively began to do that work, understanding that in 2015, the state assessment was going to evaluate students based on Common Core standards, and it wouldn't be particularly fair to assess kids on standards that they've never had instruction around. And if in fact those standards were determined by many people, including workforce partners, to be the skills and competencies that kids needed to be college and career ready, what rock would we stand on not to deliver those standards to our students? So there's a shared responsibility. Teachers help in curriculum revision, administrators, superintendent. Many districts have either an assistant superintendent for curriculum instruction or a curriculum coordinator or director that really takes the lead on that to ensure that not only do we have horizontal alignment, but from pre-K through 12, we have a clear learning progression and that the curriculum is very sequential. And then they support the implementation and evaluation of that. So not having that here, and we've been trying to develop some structures around teams at the building level and putting in a dedicated position, because if there's not someone watching that store, watching that work, dedicated to that work, it's going to slip through the cracks. And at this point, we're doing a lot of trying to make up for lost time and a lot of work to do, a lot of heavy lifting relative to aligning curriculum. And moving forward, that has to be implemented. So that's why in the budget I did recommend that we have a curriculum director who would be the primary person to oversee that work.
Does, I don't know if this is common core or something else, the whole thing about having someone go in and watch the teacher,
Oh, well, there's a teacher evaluation that has been implemented and.
is that mandated, that's mandated?
It's
Is that
mandated.
part of this, is that part of common core or how?
They couple teacher evaluation with, the assessment, the state assessment. So the connection may be that the new Smarter Balance assessment is replacing CMT and CAP. According to the state model, 22.5% of a teacher's evaluation would be directly tied to how well students did on the assessment. So there's a connection there. They've decoupled that for this year, and chances are good that they will not do that for next year either. So there's a relationship, but there's not a direct, especially a cost associated with it.
I just didn't know if that was possible, but, you know, at the time.
Well,
This is the
surveys
cost
of,
maybe it was common
we
core.
surveyed the administrators, and the average time per teacher for observation as well, and all of the work that goes into it, everything is over 40 hours per teacher each year. With this plan.
It was excessive, and with the governor's new, proposal, districts had the opportunity to take advantage of some flexibility, and we have met with the teachers union and revised our model for this year. So the numbers of observations have been significantly reduced, thereby freeing up some of that time. But observations require a meeting with teachers before the observation, the meeting after the observation, and then all of the reporting that has to go into the data management system that is part of the whole evaluation plan right now. So it's very labor intensive. It will be a little less so now with the revisions that we've made to the plan that has been authorized by the state.
Any other questions? Okay. Any discussion? We're not ready yet, make our motions or anything. I think we have to wait to the end.
Well, yes, and, fruitful negotiations are ongoing.
We don't have a deadline. Great. And we're having Zive and,
Zai will be coming for debt on Tuesday.
what's Monday?
That's a big piece of that.
Monday night is Heat, Family, Fire, Fire Marshal, Registrars, Recreation Commission, Senior Services. And Tuesday is Emergency Management Committees. And I also wanted to ask the board, have a moment to, is there any other groups? We went for the big ones or ones that had major changes, or if there was any other groups that you wanted to be sure that we invite in?
So you covered all the groups that have,
Andy?
we have nothing, right? I know it's just the money you put in.
That's all.
Yes, 40,000 a year. But, one that came to mind was conservation with the footbridge and such. I didn't know if you wanted them to be invited in or not.